Hi guys, I'm back again on my own this time, and let me say something. I promise you have never seen an EICR quite like this. Let's roll it back a couple of days when we came here for our first visit, and you'll understand why. So we have John. Say hi, John.
How are we doing?
This is John. You'll see him on the last video. It's only third day with me now, is it? Third or something?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So we're being called as an emergency. John's had his first experience of a restaurant, kitchen sort of. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is
Nice
quite a
little
clean,
commercial job.
quite a clean kitchen. So, but anyway, we're not going to film there because we are absolutely stacked out. It's the week before Christmas, and you know what it's like, everyone. We've been called to an emergency. Let me take you around. There's a problem. Might need a bit of an EICR or something. Can you guess what it is yet? Oh, you still can't say that. Yeah, look, there's a clue there. What's that? Oh, some, quite a keen gardener. Oh. Oh. I wonder what this could be. And look at this. Yes, you guessed it. This was recently raided by the police, and we've been asked to make it safe. Look at all these grows.
Welcome to
And
the
they've
jungle.
made a right job of this. Look, all the inverters for the lights. Tripping over everything. Got all these inverters for the lights. A little board there, which, look at that, that's been fried. The contactors and timers. So they do have a bit of an idea what they're doing. Cut off the earth, who needs the earth, and all these inverters there.
Crazy.
Wow. And this goes on. I mean, in this room, this is downstairs. Got about what? About 20 plants there. Fan up there. All these filters and stuff. Yeah, look, they've run it all up here. More plants in this room. Sealed all the ground. They've stapled all the walls and that with the foil, so it stops the heat escaping. Oh, so yeah, loads of plants. Look at this. And if you could smell this room, you can imagine what it smells like. Actually, John, don't touch anything, because he's going to an airport soon, and if you get swabbed in the airport, you're going to have to do some explaining, mate. Yeah. Actually, take a photo and you can prove.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah, look at that.
It's crazy.
Look at it, it's just mental, there's loads of it. So this is downstairs. Let's have a look at the consumer unit, what they've done. So Western Power have disconnected the consumer unit. Oh, what a quality consumer unit, BG. This is the original installation, nothing wrong with it, I know it's BG, but you know. So National Grid have disconnected it. Your supply has been disconnected. Is that live? I think they took the fuse out. Let's have a look. Yeah, so they've taken the fuse out, and we obviously can't re-energise that until we've had an EICR, make sure everything's okay. So this is the supply cable. There's only one supply cable, and it's a 10mm. 10mm to supply all that there, and then the cable comes up here, goes through the ceiling. Done a good job of it. If anyone wants any materials, let me know. Only joking. Every room has been used. Look at these lamps. Every room has been used. Wow. Don't know what that's for. More inverters and cables and all sorts. Look, another room with filtration. Another board. This doesn't look like it's been hardly used. Wow. More inverters. Jeez. There we go. That's the herb. Another one. This is a foil that I use to cover the windows so the heat doesn't escape. You see they've just wrecked the place. Absolutely wrecked it. This was a wall here, something wall, and that has been taken down just so they can get the filtration through. Another fan, another consumer in it. So what you've got here, oh wow, look at it done. Look at that. Is this one of your installs, mate? At least it's RCD protected. But you've got an incoming supply cable there.
Well, it's 10 mils coming
Yeah, 10 mil coming in, no earth. They've totally cut the earth off. Look, there's not even any earth in the bus bar. And you've got 40 amp, 50 amp and 50 amp going straight out. That is mental. That is crazy. There's a lot of cable here. This is the other back room and filtration system again. And another board with contactor and timer. Wow. Mental. Toilet. And that's it. So somehow we got to get all this safe and then get back to the restaurant. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Wish us luck. Hopefully we'll come back and show you what it's like on the EICR. Bye guys.
See you later.
Did you get that back? Oh, still filming.
4 to 6 days later.
So what do you think? Interesting, eh? We've got to complete an EICR for this, and I'm not going to go through the whole EICR process because you know how it goes. Can you guess what board it is? Yes, that's right. It's BG.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Someone's been a naughty boy. The supply's been disconnected. DNO's taken the main fuse out and put a seal so that nobody can get in there. Normally it wouldn't be a problem breaking that seal, but because of the circumstances, I'm not going to touch that. So we are limited to what we can do. There's no supply here, and they won't put the fuse back in until it's been deemed safe by an electrician, i.e. an EICR. Now we are limited, as we can only do dead tests until the fuse is disconnected. We'll probably come back and do live testing once it's put in. Board, cooker, washing machine on one circuit, sockets, lights. So sockets are the whole house and one thing. Lights, shower type, ACR CDs. Turn all these off. It's dead anyway, but I like to turn it off. Now I did say to the customer, being the circumstances that this property was found in, your current EICR is null and void. And I said, can I have a copy of your EICR for our records and check to see if the installation has stayed about the same. And it's the landlord and he didn't have any EICR. So he'd been renting it for about 6 months. If you don't know, that you can get a £30,000 penalty. He didn't know, but in the eyes of the law, ignorance is not a defence. Let's have a look around now. But nice guy, really nice guy. You know, he's one of these landlords that are nice. You know, you get nice ones, you get bad ones. He's a nice fella, but he didn't know the rules. Now, if I was going to go and fly an airplane, I wouldn't just turn up at Heathrow and say, give me that plane. I'd do some research into it and make sure that I'm doing everything right. So yeah, you can see there's holes in the walls, been knocked out for the ventilation. There's massive pipes that come through here, and it gives you a bit of an understanding as to how the wall's made up. This is a stud wall, and this is plasterboard. And what they do is let's have a look over here. So what they do in walls is they make studs all the way along. These are supporting noggins, that's what they're called, noggins. And then they plasterboard it on top of it. So yeah, they've come through here, filled the ventilation. There was a big vent straight through here. And let's have a quick look at the installation. So this cable here is outside the zones. Technically that is a corner, that is a doorway. It should be 150 within, that's definitely outside the zones. The endpoint's here, no socket on the other side, no. Light switch is there, that cable is outside the zones. So we really need to reroute that to here, and that's going to involve cutting out a bit more of this. That's the way it's got to be done. Cable here, outside the zones. Outside the zones. C2 or C3, RCD protected, so could argue it's C3. Look, that's where he took the what do you call it, up top. Places tip. There's a lot of work doing. Bathroom, and you see we've got a regular pendant there. We're changing this out anyway because the customer wants to change that. You can just see some basic installation at the top, so that's C2 straight away. And let's check what position that light fitting is in. We have a shower with a movable head, so it should be IPX5. So you can see that's at about 210, 211, and the edge of the bath is there. So that is 27 centimetres out, and what did I say, 210 centimetres up, so that's in zone 2, so we can't have a pendant there. It needs to be IPX5, but we're changing that anyway. So we're looking there. Now let's see where they've taken the vent through the ceiling, through the roof. Wow. You can see how they've just demolished this wall. Now these walls, if you don't know, I think they're called stramit walls. Got straw in it, and that's all you can see inside, just straw. You try cutting out a socket, it's going to be fun. And that socket's broken anyway. I say the supply's dead anyway, but we're going to replace that. So we're looking here, back bedroom, another vent going through the ceiling for another filter. Not sure what the intention was, but yeah, haven't done a lot to this room. You can still smell the grow. You know what the smell is, I don't need to tell you. Right, this is like a, what do you call them? Batten fitting, it's called a batten fitting, that one. Similar to a pendant, but it's just got the fitting without the flex. See what zone that's in. It's above 2.25, so technically that's outside the zones, and it is about 42 out. I'll say that's over 2.25 meters high, so technically that's outside the zone, but I would like to see a regular fitting on there. We do have a shower with a movable shower head, so I'd like to see a minimum of IPX5. Just notice as well, they've got 2 showers, only one circuit is marked up as a shower. They're both electric. That's electric, and that's electric. 2 showers, you need to have a look at that. If they're both on the same circuit, there's a chance then it can, what it is, oh look, you can see the twin earth down the bottom there, coming out. Oh, brilliant job. Wow. And that's older than me, that shower. You see the cable just under there. Wow. Now, a tip for you apprentices, when you're doing an EICR, you're not an electrician, you're an inspector, they call it. So you're not supposed to be making any changes to the installation as you're going along. But if there's something silly like a socket's cracked or light switch is cracked or something like that, and that's the only thing that's failing the EICR or unsatisfactory, then I will just change that as I'm going along. I'll get permission off the customer beforehand. So you saw that socket we saw earlier. I'm just going to change that over because I don't want to be booking another day to come back here. It's just everyone would do the same thing, whether it's right or wrong. You know, one of them. Save you a trip, customers happy. Now to get on with the testing and see how it goes. Right, so let's take a look at the observations. Got them all written down here. First thing, on the consumer unit, can you notice anything not right on there? See that? Got towels through different glands. Now, there's certain things that you look at a board and you think, electrician's not done that. Actually, should I bring in Delroy?
You done this yourself, I take it? No, no way, no way a qualified electrician done that. I can't see it.
Cheers, Del. I haven't used that for a long time. Should I keep using it? I don't know. I love Delroy. So yeah, the towels are going through different glands. For those of you who don't know, one of the effects of passing of electrons and electricity through cables is magnetism. So you get I can't remember what way around it goes. Positive goes in clockwise. Oh, sorry, not positive. Line goes in clockwise motion. Neutral goes in anti-clockwise motion. So if you've got the towels there, one magnetic field's going one way and one magnetic field's going the other way. In between them two, that point there, supposedly there will be a heat build up. Now it's been proven by John Ward, the god that is John Ward, that in domestic you're not going to get anywhere near enough to heat it up. But obviously in commercial, industrial, probably more industrial, you will get heat build up in between. So yeah, that's a no-no anyway, straight away. And you've got the main earthing conductor coming through a separate one. Now, I always put these through the same. It is RCD protected, so theoretically you won't have a lot of leakage going through that. So I'd probably class that as a C3 because it is RCD protected, as we say. Now the RCDs we've got in place, 63 amps each, 30 milliamps, good, but it's type AC. You're not going to be able to see that. That says AC just there. There's not a lot of DC circuits in there, hardly anything to be honest with you. So that can be a C3, I'd say. Towels are a 16mm. There's only one shower circuit for 2 showers. Oh yeah, there's no surge protection device, which that'll be a C3 for me. I always recommend to get upgraded, but it's up to the customer. Cooker socket there, you can just see on the bottom right hand side there is brown marks. So there's scorching marks that's been overloaded at some point. So that goes down as C2. As always, you know what kitchen fitters are like. I can't access the water bond, but I did test continuity to the pipes and there is continuity there. So we're okay there. I'll give that a C3. Gas bond is good, got a good label on it and good solid crimp, and that's got a good reading as well. And it is within 600 mil of the consumer's side. Downstairs back room, it's got a cracked socket. I don't know if you can see that on the left. It's cracked. So yeah, it needs changing. That's a C2. This didn't have any, what do you call it, on it, but I might stick a couple of screws in it. Cables outside the zones. What's that, C3 or C2? It is RCD protected, as I say. So, possibly C3. Not ideal, is it? But this is it. We'll be drilling in this hole, drilling a hole there or something, thinking, oh, there's no cables there, but they put their pipes wherever they want. Apparently there's no law about it, there's no ruling against it, so Downstairs living room, don't know if you see that, it's got scorch marks on the pendant. Now this would have been, in the past, that probably would have had 100 watt light bulbs. And yes, I said light bulbs because I'm a rebel. Yes, so that's a bit scorched, just need the pendant bit changing. I hate changing these, they're a nightmare. And there's no access to the ceiling rails up the top there either. Said about that light being within zone 2, so that's fine. Left the covers off, there's no supply here, and I still need to completes testing to see whether or not they are on the same circuit. That goes in here. We've got a cracked socket right there. So that's a C1 because you can get your whole finger in that and touch the low exposed parts. And that's about it with regard to initial inspection and R2 wander lead tests. Tired. What are you guys up to at the moment? This is now December the 27th. I should be tucked up in bed or have a beer in my hand. It is 11:45. Pubs are open. But yeah, I've got to work because I'm skint after going to Spain and Gibraltar and all that. Right, catch up with you in a bit. So something else I found, I couldn't work out where this socket was being fed from. After a bit of further investigation, I found out that it's coming from the cooker circuit. So if I switch the isolator on for the cooker, you'll hear it. How I found that out is I connected R1, RN at the consumer unit, and I tested between R1 and RN there. That's showing continuity when I switched the cooker circuit on. Now, that's okay because it's 6mm, and if you don't know, the MCBs or RCBOs are there to protect the cables only. This is what, argue with me as much as you want, this is what I found out on my 2391. That's what it said. They're only there to protect the cables, not the appliance or anything you're plugging in. So it's a 32 amp MCB covered by RCD, and these are 6mm. So that's okay, we can have that, but we can't have another spur in 2.5 because the current carrying capacity for 2.5 is about 26 amps, I think. I'll put up the right amps and someone will shoot me, don't worry about it. But you can't have this going on. If you wanted to carry these on, what I would do is probably put in a fuse connection unit here and limit it to 13 amps. So then this cable will be protected then. So that's just a little get around for that. It's a radial circuit, so you can have sort of as many sort of spurs off it as you like. But I don't like taking anything off a cooker circuit. But that's a little fix that you can do. So update is, we still have no power. We've spoken to DNO, so I've done all my dead testing. A couple of problems, low installation resistance on a couple of circuits and loads of observations as you've seen. So it still needs to be sorted out. I spoke to the DNO to try and get the electric back on or get the main fuse put back in. They can't touch it because it, what was it? It was a theft of energy problem. So because whoever come in, put the growing, bypass the meter, which that's why they do it. You know they do it all the time. So anyway, that's that. I spoke to the energy supplier and they can't do it. The landlord needs to book an appointment for them to come around, but I leave that down to him. Once it's re-energized, then I can come back and complete my live tests and finish off the couple of observations that we've got to do. A couple of air fires as well. That's about it. It's getting dark now. I hate when it gets this dark and I can't even turn any lights on. And it's getting a bit cold as well because it's still December, late December. The fun time between Christmas and New Year's Eve. And yes, I'm working. Just to prove I do work. Anyway guys, this might be the end of the video. If not, then I'll see you next time. Bye guys.